Hello, my name is Zach, and I like to backpack around the world. Good morning from Birmingham, Alabama, or Leeds. Why am I in a Walmart parking lot, you might be asking? Well, because this is where I decided to sleep last night. I could not bring myself to spend God knows how much for a hotel room. I think I could better spend that money elsewhere. So instead, I decided to sleep in my car in a Walmart parking lot. I slept like a baby, no worries, got the job done. So anyways, I am going to go ahead and be a tourist here in Birmingham, even though it's quite dreary out. But it's not as rainy as it was yesterday. Hopefully it doesn't pick up, but we'll see. Guadalajara, Guadalajara. Listen, did you know that Birmingham, Alabama was actually named after Birmingham, England? Now you do. I saw this place on Google, Wings Plus #3, and the food from the photos looks pretty good. So let's check it out myself. The buffalo wings were pretty good for the most part, especially with that ranch. Delicious. Now, let me tell y'all something. This is what caught my attention to come here in the first place. These are the Cajun ranch cheese fries. Absolutely delicious. I would come here every single time I come through Birmingham just for these. They were that good. And I highly recommend, if you were ever in Birmingham, to check this place out. I want to start making it a regular thing to get a manicure whenever I go out of town.
Ý tưởng là ai làm cũng được, cho nên Vy nói chắc cũng tầm 40 phút rồi nó diễn tiến mà, tiến mới lại.
I know there is a lot of people out there, especially in the YouTube comments, who seem to think getting a manicure as a guy is considered gay. That's not why I enjoy getting a manicure. I enjoy getting a manicure because whenever I do my own nails, I always seem to cut my nails too fucking short, and it bothers the shit out of me for a couple of days. And why go through that when I can let a professional take care of it? That's why I like to get a manicure done.
Wow.
Much better. Check out these nails. Muy bonita. I am at University of Birmingham, outside of the softball field. I would love to go to a softball game someday. I think they are actually practicing over there. It looks like it. I can't really see much. Can y'all? Anyways, the reason why I wanted to stop here, back in March, I am from Memphis, Tennessee, so by default, I'm a Memphis Tigers fan, and University of Alabama, not Alabama, but Birmingham, we played them in basketball back in March, and we were down like 15 points after the first half, and I believe we were down more than that, but we somehow not only came back, but we beat them by 19 points. But that's not saying much because they actually made it into the NCAA tournament. Memphis Tigers did not, unfortunately. Maybe next year. They are playing over there, or practicing. speaking of Memphis Tigers, that's who they are going to be playing next. This weekend. I'm in enemy territory. Woo. I might be rooting for them, though. I don't even know what our softball team looks like. So they got that going for them. This is the 16th Street Baptist Church here in Birmingham, Alabama. Sorry if there's any rain in the lens. It happens to be raining, so can't help it. At least I have a waterproof camera. Very beautiful church, though. I will say that much, even though I'm not religious in any sense. And then across the street we have the Birmingham Civil Rights Institute. I would jaywalk right now, but there's a police officer right over there. I don't want to get a fine. Here is Birmingham Civil Rights Institute. And here we have a statue of Reverend Fred Shuttlesworth. If you care to read this, I don't know if y'all can even see it, but it says, "No one did more to bring positive change in Birmingham than the Reverend Fred Shuttlesworth. In his struggle for equal rights, he survived a series of assaults, including the bombing of his home and a brutal armed beating by the Ku Klux Klan. In spite of it all, he was instrumental in victory after victory for civil rights in Birmingham and America." So, that's who that is. This is Kelly Ingram Park. This is where protesters, including many children, were violently disrupted by police dogs and powerful water cannons. Then, of course, we have a statue of Martin Luther King. I'm now in the park across the street from the Civil Rights Institute. Much easier to read. He was assassinated in my hometown of Memphis, Tennessee on April 4th, 1968. A long time before I was born. I don't know if y'all can see this squirrel right here. Bushy tail. Hey, he already climbed up the tree. Hey! Hey, buddy! Hello! I didn't realize when I was doing my bit earlier here at 16th Street Baptist Church that this place held some historical significance. Back in 1963, the Ku Klux Klan bombed this church, killing 4 young girls during the midst of the civil rights movement. And now for something less depressing. This is the venue in which Wristmeetrazor is going to annihilate here in Birmingham, Alabama. But first, I have to have me an ice cold beer. What was this beer? I don't even remember. This is a voiceover, by the way. But this beer was not very good, to be honest with you. Trim Tab Brewing IPA from here in Birmingham. It was okay.
Because you're an insane, degenerate piece of filth, and you deserve to die.
Let's see how my tripod on my steering wheel does for this clip. That was an absolutely fantastic show, mainly because of Wristmeetrazor. I really wanted to see them, especially after the new addition to their band. So I'm very fortunate that I got to see them. The rest of the bands, the rest of the show, they were okay. They were okay. I'm not really that into hardcore music, and I'm definitely not into crowd killing. I'm fine with you doing whatever you want to do with your fists, with your feet, with your kicks, with your punches, with your elbows, with every limb of your being. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. The crowd killing, though, the fucking crowd killing, I can't support that. I'm sorry. Call me a pussy, call me whatever you want to call me. I just don't think it's fun to get hit in the face or the ear, which I did. I got hit so hard in the ear, I thought I had cauliflower for a second. But I guess you got to get hit harder for that to happen, or more often. Anyways, Wristmeetrazor, incredible set. I absolutely enjoyed them, and I hope to see them again. I'll deal with the crowd killing just to see them. I do support them. I do love what they're doing in the scene, considering I'm not a hardcore guy and I'm going to their shows, so take that as you will. Also, I got to meet Elaine, and I also got to get a photo with her, as well as I asked her a couple questions because I was kind of curious about a few things. Like, I had no idea where Wristmeetrazor is from. So I asked her, where are y'all from? And she said they're from various places in the United States. Her and Justin, the singer, are from Las Vegas. And then 3 of the other members are either from Delaware, Virginia, or Kentucky. So that's pretty cool. Got a diverse group in their band from around my country, so I appreciate that. I didn't do anything. I just went to their show. And I also asked her when she joined the band, because when I saw them in 2019, she was not in the band. As I was watching their set, I was like, what was different back then in 2019 compared to now? Who was the bassist? Then I was like, duh, Justin was the bassist and the singer. And then the drummer also did some of the singing. So there's that. Anyways, Elaine said that she joined the band after the pandemic. Sort of after the pandemic, if you consider 2021 after the pandemic, which it really wasn't because we were still masked up. So I better not say too much because I don't want to get demonetized. I got the vaccine. Don't worry. Anyways, I enjoyed meeting her. I was trying not to fangirl, and I was surprised how I was doing. I wasn't really stuttering or anything. There's this guy parking over here. I don't want anything happening to me. Hold on. Let me take this off the steering wheel. This guy. Hopefully he got Taco Bell or something and is doing the same thing I'm doing. By the way, I got Taco Bell. Cheers from Birmingham, Alabama. So y'all, I have to be at work at noon tomorrow, and I have a 3.5 hour drive ahead of me. So I'm going to go ahead and enjoy my post-concert snack, and then I'm going to head home. So thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me on this trip to Birmingham. This guy is being sketchy. I think I'm alright. But yeah, thank you for watching. My name is Zach, and I like to backpack around the world. What was I saying? I was saying, I think I enjoyed coming to Birmingham more so than Indianapolis. I think the scene here in Birmingham is pretty cool. And recently, I have thought about moving elsewhere in the United States, especially after this travel bug commences, which Unfortunately, I think it's gonna be sooner than later. My grandfather is 81. He'll be 82 in November. And I've got to start thinking about growing up a little bit. I do live with my grandfather because it is more practical for me to do that and travel. I was traveling up to 6 months a year. It's kind of dwindled down because of the economy and other vices like sports betting. I got so bad with the sports betting, you know what I did? I asked every single one of those apps to exclude me, so even if I wanted to place a bet, I can't. And I know I could drive to West Memphis and go to a sports book there, or Tupelo, not Tupelo, but Tunica. I'm not that addicted to gambling, but when it's right on my phone, it's so easy. I would bet on absolutely anything. Darts, NASCAR, golf, soccer, basketball, foreign basketball, like Australian games, New Zealand games, Japanese games, Korean games. If there was a line on it, I would probably bet. The only thing I was really good at betting on was UFC, so I don't know why. I just didn't stick to betting on UFC. If I would have at least just done that, one, I would have saved myself a lot of money. Two, I might be up instead of down, because why am I betting on basketball when I know little to nothing about it? But UFC, I watch it every Saturday, so I should know something about it. Anyways, I have thought recently about moving elsewhere in the United States. A few of the cities in mind. Phoenix. Phoenix gets a lot of concerts, and the weather there it's nice, but in the summer, it is literally hell. So, I'm not sure if I want to deal with that. Birmingham. I know it's only 3 hours away, so it's not that big of a move, but I'm not opposed to moving here. The scene here is good. The people here seem friendly. A lot friendlier than Memphis. A lot friendlier than Nashville. I don't know about St. Louis. I like St. Louis too, but St. Louis is just as dangerous as Memphis. So, maybe not St. Louis. Either Phoenix, Birmingham. I really don't want to deal with the snow, so I'm not going to do Denver. Seattle. I did enjoy Seattle back in 2017. I liked West Virginia, but again, the snow in the winter. I'm sure they have hellacious winters in West Virginia. They are the mountain state after all, so do I want to deal with that? No. Alright, I'm rambling now, so let's end the video. Thank you for watching. Adios from West Virginia. West Virginia? I'm not in West Virginia. I've only had one beer, and it was at 5 p.m., so 5 hours later, I'm fine. Completely fine. I'm 5'3". I can get sober in less than an hour, even if I'm completely shit-faced. So, I'm good. Adios from Birmingham, Alabama. Let me reiterate a point I was making earlier about crowd killing and hardcore dancing. I don't mind that people do it. I just don't want to be on the receiving end of it. Because one, I don't even have health insurance, so I'm sure I will be fine if I get hit. But in the circumstance I don't really want to flush my bank account down the drain over a show, over a concert. So, even if I did have health insurance, I still don't want to have to go to a hospital or an emergency clinic or have to book a doctor's appointment in the near future due to something that happened to me at a concert. Not my ideal scenario, you know? It is what it is. I respect those who go to those shows and do what they do. Do I understand it? Not really. Especially the crowd killing. I really don't understand that. But it is what it is. It's a part of the game. It's the nature of the beast. It is what it is. If you don't like it, don't go, or stand somewhere in the venue to where you aren't going to get hit. I could have done that, I guess, but still. All right, for real this time. See y'all later.